Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share the story of Dimitri. Before we started working together, he was very inconsistent and never really able to build habits that last for long. On top of that, he was still living with his mom and wanted to move out for a while now, but he never knew when and how to do it. We worked on these and other interesting topics, so stay tuned and let's jump right into the video. Hello Dimitri, thank you for taking the time. We agreed on doing a short interview about your progress while working with me and what you learned so far. Welcome to be part of this, and I would like to ask you for a short introduction. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, which games you play at the moment, and how long you play poker for?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Dimitri. I'm playing spin and goes on a French site, and I'm 29, and I've been playing poker for like 6 years now, I think. And maybe as you can hear it, I'm French, and I'm still living in France right now.
Perfect.
Yes.
Why did you came to me? Why did you say it's a good time to work with a mindset coach? What was the moment in your life?
It's funny because I was in London on a weekend with my family, and I had like 1 hour to spend at the hotel, and I found a video about you and what you do. And I was in a really bad shape at this time, and when I saw the video, I had like a click in my head. It was like, whoa, it's crazy. It really talked to me. Like I felt like I could do more at the time, and I was doing like really zero. So it really talked to me, and I directly sent you a message, and that's where we started. Because I was feeling really stuck. I wasn't really motivated. I wasn't doing much to push myself, so I wasn't in a really good mood.
And you told me in our first conversation that you had something that a lot of other poker players dealt with, from my experience, which is you had this going back and forth, right? So you had phases that where you, like, for example, you ran a marathon in the past and
Yeah.
stuff like that. You were very disciplined, you put a lot
Yeah.
of work, but you also had phases in your life where you were very lazy, you didn't do much.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
and you
yes.
always had that back and forth. Can you elaborate on this a little bit?
It was really hard for me to stay consistent, I would say. So I would do 200% at one time and do 0% the other time. So, and I think I've always been like that in my life. But I never, also, I never tried to push myself really hard in the past. And I'm still working on this because, of course, it's really hard. We are not perfect, but at least trying to do your best is already good. Because in the past, I wasn't really trying, and at school or my family, my friends, whatever, they always told me that I could do more, but I never did it.
Yeah, you never really like fulfill your full potential,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, sure.
This
sure.
was one of the sentences that you said to me, that you want to make more out of your potential, and
Yeah.
that was something that we work on. But can you tell us a little bit on what we worked on specifically, or how the structure was, so we get a little bit of feeling for that?
I think what really helped me a lot for sure is the mindset mentoring. It was really great because what was really great was, for example, the performance sheet. I think it's really good because once you keep focusing on performance and not money or whatever, like I saw really a change in my results and also in my life, like my way of thinking and stuff. What's for structure and discipline, because I was really bad with this one. I had no schedule. I was playing a bit randomly, like for example, I didn't have the same schedule for when I play poker and stuff. So now it's really more structured and organized, I'd say. Like it's not perfect, obviously, but it's more really way better than it used to be, for sure. And
Yeah.
also that the fact that you create a sort of structure really helps a lot for the grind and for the improvement, I think.
And before we talked about the structure and discipline topic, we talked about your goals. And one thing that really stood out for me was that when we started to work together, you didn't do any sports, right?
Yeah. So So as people don't know, like I used to do a lot of sport, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I really stopped, and I took maybe like 30 kilos. I don't know if you can say it, if it's correct English, I mean.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I gained like 30 kilos in maybe 3 years, because I went from, like I said at the start, like I used to be 200% in sport, and I became zero over the years. Now I got back into it, and I lost almost 20 kilos in like 5 months or something. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah,
I
that's a
was
lot.
I was close to 100 kilos, and now I'm at 80.
So that is already awesome, but also the consistency. That is something that I want to
Yeah,
stand out. That is
yeah,
something, because I remember for you, it was at some point completely normal to go to the gym.
yeah, yeah. Sure, sure.
It was like brushing your teeth.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
that is something that stood out for me personally.
Also for the goals, like I was still living at my mom's house, and I was 28. So I'm still 28, but so as you can see, I have my new apartment, and that was really a big step also for me, because in France it's really hard to get an apartment when you play poker for a living. So it was a big challenge for me, I'd say, and that's also something we worked on together.
And I remember there was one situation that I was in Bali at that time. I think I never told you, but I can tell you now. That was really an extremely beautiful moment for me when I remember it was when you started to look for apartments, when you made the decision to move out. And so basically you called your mom to join the call, yeah, for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah, yeah.
And your mom saw you change so much that she was super thankful, and she told me that she's super grateful of the
Yeah,
transformation you made so far, and
yeah,
that she sees you with different eyes now and in a different light. And yeah, she's super proud of you,
yeah,
and
yeah. She's
that
really
she's
happy now.
yeah, and that is something that also was an amazing moment for me, because it's not just me that I see the change in you and you see it yourself, of course, but also the people that are close to you. And I think that is really something that stood out for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is basically the next question you already answered. You moved out, right?
Yes,
This is one of the biggest changes. You lost some weight. You make more money now with poker. You moved up in stakes. I think that's also something that
yes,
is very interesting. Which stakes
yes.
are you playing right now?
So I'm playing 50 spins, but I'm about to get to the hundreds.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when we started,
Uh,
what did you play?
in the past, I used to play tournaments, and I switched to spin and goes like last year. So with my coach, we started really low. So I think I started at fives, then I played tens, and when we met, I was playing twenties
Okay. So you went from 20s to
to
50 slash
fifties.
100.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly, yes.
Nice. And this was 6 months, right? 6 months in between.
Mm,
Something like that. A little bit more, maybe.
No, I'd say that I did a really speed transition. Like I really moved up pretty quickly, but also, like I think I could play hundreds for maybe like 1 or 2 months, but we want to really be ready with my coach, so that's why I'm not playing them right now. I could, but we're still waiting for my gameplay to be
Yeah. Yeah.
not perfect, because it's really hard to get to
Yeah.
perfection, but way better
Yeah.
than this. It's
Yeah.
already really good, I think, but it can be better.
And how long did it take you from the 20s to now the 50, 100?
Maybe 3 months, I think.
Okay.
Three or
So
four months, I think.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this was basically the time when we started, right?
Yes, yes, yes. I had the two biggest months of my close to my two biggest months of my career in December and January.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. No coincidence, I would say. No coincidence.
Oh, you helped a lot for sure, but people have to understand that you can give really great tools, but everything comes from you in the end. I mean, me
Yeah. Yeah.
from people. Like
Yeah.
you could you can tell us everything you want, but if we don't do stuff,
Of
it
course,
won't change. Yeah.
of
So
course, of
you
course.
help a
Yeah.
lot, but you have to work a lot on yourself also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is. I think this is with every coaching, right? If you go to a
Yeah.
fitness
Yeah.
coach,
Yeah.
he will also give you the
Yeah.
tools, but you need to
Yeah.
execute. If you go to a business coach, basically the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is also why I hold my clients accountable and make sure that they do the things that they should do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because only then the transformation can happen. One more thing you started as well while we work together is your coaching. Do you want to talk about this as well?
Yeah, so I'm for now like I have like a friend that's, let's call it like that, more like an experiment stuff. Like I'm trying to see what I can do with him, and but yes, I'm coaching a friend. I'm doing a CFP with him, and it's going really great. So in the future, I think it's something I would like to do, because first, it's not even about the money, because for now, like, I spend way too much time for him, and also it's a friend, so I don't mind. But I really like it, and my friends always told me that I was a good teacher, let's say, because I'm patient and I understand. I think. Who is in front of me pretty easily. So I think it's something where I could be really great. And so in the future, I would like to maybe have 2 or 3 people that I would coach, to do basically like me. So to start pretty low in spins and to maybe reach 50s or hundreds or maybe higher.
I will put the link of your profiles below in the
Yeah,
description so
sure,
people
sure,
can
sure.
reach out to you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I only have
Perfect.
Facebook because
Okay.
I don't use
Okay.
any social media, but yeah, for sure. You
Okay.
can
So
talk to
then
me on Facebook. Yeah.
yeah, on Facebook.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Last question before I let you go. Which kind of people would you recommend a mindset coach?
I'd say people who want to do more with their life and their poker career, and people who I'd say people who feel stuck, or they think they are stuck, so people who have a lot of questions in their head but can't really answer them. But also, like, for example, I have my friend that I recommended to you, and I'm not sure that's he only, I think he was tilting a lot. He was struggling with motivation. Also, I think motivation is a big topic for poker players. It's really hard, I think, to get motivated every day. You have to find the good reasons, and this is something people work with you. So I think if you struggle with motivation, um, that's the main thing I would do. Like, contact you and try it.
Perfect. Anything else you would like to say or you would like to share?
No, but so also something really important, I think, and especially for French players. I don't know about the other ones, but I wasn't paying taxes, in the past, and this is something also that was, I was living, but in trying to not think about it, but I think it also caps you in your head, because you know that if you win too much money, you might have problems at some point in your life. So this is also something we worked on. Like, I created my business, and now I'm paying taxes and stuff. I have my lawyer, my accountant, and everything. So it's also something that's really important. Like, and I know that it's also a big topic for poker players to pay taxes or not. It depends where you live, but I think in a lot of countries now you have to pay a bit, or at least a bit. In France, it's a lot, but I think in other countries it's a bit less. But whatever, you still have to pay something. So it's
Mhm.
something that you have to do, because so it's easy to play poker and to forget about the rest, like to really stay close in your world of poker and stuff, and to not think about everything else.
Yeah, for sure. That is also something we worked on, correct? And I, as you said correctly, I think that's something that can free your mind a lot
Yeah, yeah,
when you
yeah.
say, okay, it's basically official, and you start to take responsibility. This was
Yeah,
also one
yeah,
of the topics we talked about when we decided that you move out from your mom's
yeah,
apartment to your own apartment.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
a responsibility that you have on your shoulders, and that responsibility can sometimes do wonders.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And also like how to manage your money, because I'm still not really great at it, but I'm better. Like I used to be really really bad, and it was also linked with my lifestyle, because I was spending too much on Uber Eats, for example, and I think that's also something that a lot of poker players do. Like I have a lot of friends that spend too much money on Uber Eats and they finish obese or and
Yeah.
obese and broke. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Perfect. So thank you, Dimitri, for taking the
yeah.
time.
Sure,
Thank you
sure.
for sharing all these things.
Yeah, thank you.
And yeah, as I said, people can contact you below. And yeah, I'm sure some people will reach out to you.
Yeah, sure, sure. If you have any questions, even though if it's not for spins or anything, I'm still open for everything. Yeah.